You're watching ABC 7 News at 5.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Taylor Torgano. Thanks for joining us. Jacqueline has the night off. Topping our news, Jeff Sessions is now the former Attorney General.
After a rocky relationship with President Trump since the start of the administration, Sessions submitted his resignation at the request of the president today. ABC's Maggie Rulli joins us live now with the latest turmoil happening in Washington. Maggie?
Who's replacing Sessions says he's a skeptic of the special counsel's investigation and that Robert Mueller is overstepping his boundaries. At the request of the president, Jeff Sessions is stepping down as Attorney General. The president confirming his resignation on Twitter, saying he was pleased to announce his replacement. Sessions, once the president's earliest and most dedicated supporter in Congress, had a rocky tenure as AG.
I am disappointed in the Attorney General. He should not have recused himself.
The president often openly criticizing him after Sessions recused himself from all matters related to the investigation into Russian election meddling and possible collusion by the Trump campaign.
Therefore, I have recused myself,
allowing special counsel Robert Mueller to take over the investigation.
Any attorney general, whether this one or another one, should not be able to interfere with the Mueller investigation in any way.
With his future uncertain, Sessions departed with a simple statement saying he was honored to serve. With Sessions out, oversight of the special counsel's investigation has been taken away from Rod Rosenstein and now given completely to the new acting Attorney General, Matthew Whitaker. In New York, Maggie Rulli, ABC News. Back to you.
Thank you, Maggie. There's a new political landscape now in Washington after an estimated 113 million Americans voted in the midterm elections. Democrats now control the House as Republicans increase their advantage in the Senate. ABC's Janae Norman breaks down last night's results.
He rallied that a vote for Republicans would be a vote for him. And today, President Trump is claiming victory for the GOP growing their control in the Senate and calling out candidates who didn't embrace him.
I think people like me. I think people like the job I'm doing, frankly. Carlos Cubella, Mike Kaufman, Mia Love gave me no love, and she lost. Barbara Comstock was another one. I mean, I think she could have won that race, but she didn't want to have any embrace.
The president's press conference quickly turning contentious when he was taken to task for stoking fears of migrants on the campaign trail and asked about calling himself a nationalist.
On the campaign trail, you called yourself a nationalist. Some people saw that as emboldening white nationalists. Now people are also saying
know why you'd
that
say
the
that.
president.
That's such a racist question.
President lashing out at reporters despite saying he'd like to take a softer tone with the media and Democrats, even tweeting support for Nancy Pelosi, who could again become House Speaker and who says the midterms was a vote for the health of our democracy.
American people want to put an end to unchecked GOP control of Washington, restoring again the checks and balances envisioned by our founder. We will strive for bipartisanship.
Democrats say their control of the House will serve as a check and balance on the GOP control of the Senate and the White House. And this is also being called the Year of the Woman, with more than 100 women now projected to be heading to Congress. Janae Norman, ABC News, Capitol Hill.
Now, despite a declaration of victory by Republican Governor Rick Scott, Democratic Senator Bill Nelson wants a recount in the U.S. Senate race. Nelson's office said in a statement Scott prematurely declared victory in the race. The initial vote count won't be finalized until Saturday at noon. In Florida, recounts are triggered when the margin of victory is less than 0.5%. A spokesman for Scott said, quote, "It's a sad way for Bill Nelson to end his career." Nelson's statement said his campaign intends to have observers watching for anything out of the ordinary during the tally in all 67 counties.
Time to get a vote on our weather, which I think everyone would agree today was pretty nice and warm on the Sun Coast.
Yeah, it was.
Let's get the latest on that with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Yeah, it was nice and warm. Temperature is actually cooler near the coastline as a sea breeze kicked in near the beaches, but notice all the activity here. On Holmes Beach, right there, you see the wave action, not all that high either. So if there's any red tide around, it wasn't becoming aerosolized as much. And now there have been some spotted reports of some high red tide in some areas, but apparently not right there at that time. Now, as far as we're concerned, right now, sunshine out there. Temperatures on the mild side right now, 82 degrees. Winds out of the west-southwest. A little sea breeze has kicked in within a couple of miles of the coastline there. And the barometer is falling slightly at 29.96 inches. Now, staying warm through Friday. It means high temperatures will be above the average, which is typically right around 80 degrees. We'll be in the mid-80s through Friday. A weak cold front arrives on Saturday. Will bring us a slight chance for a few showers. Not a lot of heavy rainfall, but a few showers are possible, maybe increasing cloudiness too, especially late Saturday and into Sunday. There'll be more clouds than sun. And then a stronger cold front is still on the docket for next week. A big chill too. We're going to see the coldest air of the season move in, it looks like. Maybe delayed a little bit now. It looks like it'll start to move in on Wednesday but be in place on Thursday. As far as current temps go, it's 83 in Orlando. It's 81 now in Miami. And temperatures around town into the mid-80s after it feels like temperatures were at 90 degrees at one point. And it looks as though we'll see that again tomorrow. The frontal boundary you see to the north of us is stationary. It lies right across South Georgia through the panhandle of Florida all the way down into Texas tonight. And what we're looking at is high pressure getting bumped out of here a little bit. It's getting squeezed out, and that will continue to do so. We're still seeing that southeasterly wind around it, though, that is bringing us the warm, moist air into west central Florida. We'll talk about those fronts and what it means for our rain chances next week coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. The group Gray 2K claims that every 3 days a greyhound dies at a Florida racetrack, but that will change after Amendment 13 passed yesterday, which will end dog racing in the state of Florida. ABC 7's Jackie Kelly is at the Sarasota Kennel Club with how people are reacting to this change. Jackie?
Scott, that's right. I'm here in front of the Sarasota Kennel Club, which is just one of the 8 dog racing tracks within our state. But after yesterday's decision, there's only going to be 4 dog racing tracks left in the whole entire country, none of them in Florida.
68% of people voted to end dog racing in the state of Florida by the year 2020. Kelly Driscoll, who's on the board of directors for the group Gray 2K, helped write the amendment.
It allows a 26-month phase-out period for the dogs that are currently at the tracks to be placed into loving homes.
Driscoll says the win is historic for greyhounds and shows that Floridians don't stand for animal cruelty.
Dogs are treated very inhumanely at the tracks. They're left in cages for up to 23 hours a day. They suffer multiple injuries, broken necks, broken spines.
And while some people are happy about this change, others are not. A representative from the Florida Greyhound Association said in a statement, quote, "This is the reason you should not put items on the ballot that do not belong in the Constitution. It allows out-of-state political action committees to spend millions on trickeration and lying to the people of Florida. It is time to abolish the CRC." Driscoll says Gray 2K is going to start working with owners, trainers, and breeders of race dogs to get them into homes.
We're not going to just abandon these dogs. Our work is not done. We'll keep going until every dog is in a home.
Now, the card tables that are often associated with the dog racing tracks are not going to be affected by yesterday's decision. But here, an employee does tell me that they still plan on having dog races this December. Reporting live in Sarasota, Jackie Kelly, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Jackie. Congressman Vern Buchanan wins a 7th term in Congress representing the Suncoast, defeating Democrat David Shapiro with nearly 55% of the vote. He joined us in the studio today to talk about that victory and what issues he plans to make priorities in the new year.
I think the big thing, as you mentioned, water quality. We want to also make sure that nobody can drill off our shores in terms of the west coast of Florida. That'll be a very big issue. Veterans issues, there's more that needs to be done in this space. And then I think anything we can do to keep this economy going, help small businesses, especially that have been impacted by red tide, help them be more successful and more prosperous, and as a result create more jobs and bigger paychecks. So we've got a plate full of opportunities, but I'm going to be looking for things with Democrats that we can work together on. There's probably maybe 20% we might not be able to get together on, but there's a lot of things in this district that we can do together.
Shapiro won Sarasota County with 53% of the vote, but Buchanan had a stronger performance in Manatee County, winning more than 57% of the vote there.
Manatee County School Board Chair wins a new term. Scott Hopes, appointed to the board last year by Governor Scott and winning his first race. Hope's narrowly defeating Joe Stokes, who won the primary, but because there were 4 candidates and no one got 50% of the votes, the top 2 had a runoff in the general election. Hope's now holds the school board seat for District 4 and tells us what he plans to do going forward.
Just getting back to work, focusing on the district, focusing on stabilizing the organization with all of these staff changes that have been taking place, focusing on developing a strategic plan for the district so that we can set the foundation for our recruitment for a new superintendent.
Hope's also plans to try to bring the district up to #1 in the state through academic achievements, student success, and fiscal effectiveness. And we have a complete rundown of the election results on our website. Go to mysuncoast.com, and then right there on the home page you can find a list of races with official winners and all the amendments that passed here in Florida. Still to come in your Suncoast News, an update on the Lido Beach Renourishment Project, when that work is expected to begin.
And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast. Plus, how your diet may be making you unhappy, especially if you're a woman. Stay with us.
Watch Saturdays at midnight on ABC 7. Premieres September 8th.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Enjoy fine wine and great foods, all while supporting a great cause. It's the 17th annual Suncoast Food and Wine Fest, happening Saturday, November 10th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Premier Sports Campus in Lakewood Ranch. Taste hundreds of wines from around the world and sample great food from the area's finest restaurants. All proceeds go to local charities and Rotary projects. For tickets and information, visit suncoastfoodandwinefest.com.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
An emergency beach renourishment project is about to get underway on Lido Key. A $3.9 million project will begin as early as this weekend. Crews are staging equipment right now, and the project is expected to take about 90 days to complete. Sand will be pumped from New Pass onto Lido to replace what was lost during tropical systems and erosion over the last 2 years. City of Sarasota officials say the beach will remain open during the entire project, and then a larger long-term renourishment project is expected to begin next fall pending any legal challenges. That's a 50-year project and will take sand from Big Pass. Much needed there on Lido if you've been out there.
Yeah, driving by there, some of those condos, you can see the base exposed there in some cases. We're looking at the potential for some higher surf, but not until after the stronger cold front moves through next week, which could be a problem. But right now, we're looking at warm temperatures. Lakewood Ranch webcam showing a beautiful day out there, partly cloudy skies. Some showers trying to pop up here and there, too. We're noticing that on the radar now as a result of the heating of the day. Some showers now well east of Lakewood Ranch. Lows tonight will be unseasonably warm into the low 70s, upper 60s inland. Lakewood Ranch right around 69 degrees. 71 in Bradenton. Temperatures in the low 70s right near the beaches. Inland areas upper 60s in Wauchula, Arcadia, and into Sebring. We're expecting lows into the mid to upper 60s. Still well above average. Our average low right around 62 degrees. Well, the Titan radar picture is still showing that stationary front to the north. Pretty active right now into Georgia along I-75, stretching off to I-95. Elsewhere in Florida, we're getting that southeasterly wind, which is bringing us a few isolated showers popping up here and there. You can see that right there with that southeast wind. It's going over some very warm air here now, and because of the ground temperature now just a couple of meters above it at about 86 degrees, but feels like 90 in some places. You can see it just south of Wauchula, some showers there. Pretty heavy rain north of 64 into eastern portions of Hardy County. Not much in Sarasota and Manatee counties at this hour. There is a little bit of a sea breeze that's already starting to make its way in east of I-75. It's Wellpatch Parish now. As these showers bump into that, they could get a little bit more vertical extent to them, but we're not anticipating anything too significant as far as that rain goes. But it's interesting to note that that's what we're getting because of these warm temperatures, especially inland areas now, where it's 86 in Arcadia, 85 degrees now in Wauchula, Avon Park, and into Sebring. Temperatures a bit cooler where that sea breeze is kicked in, upper 70s to low 80s from Cortez all the way down to Inglewood. Now you factor in the humidity, and it feels like 91 right now in Arcadia, 90 in Wauchula, 90 in Mayaca City, and 88 in Northport. Well, these are the forecast temperatures to start things off. As we move through time, we'll see right around 7 o'clock in the morning, 71 degrees. Again, it's about 10 degrees above average for this time of year. We'll warm up into the mid 80s. And you'll see some upper 80s in places like Orlando and near Gainesville. It'll feel like 90 degrees there. And then for lows on Friday, still warm again, 71 degrees. So expect a couple of days of warm temperatures. We will get into the reds as far as the scale goes here on into the afternoon on Friday. Doesn't appear that we're going to see the significant rainfall for Friday evening, so it should be okay as far as that goes. Futurecast showing this frontal boundary just kind of weakening to the north of us. It's still there. A few showers are expected on Thursday morning. Nothing for us. Partly cloudy skies. There comes another band of showers in the afternoon and evening due to the heating of the day. That will really fade out as it heads toward the west. And then Friday morning, things start off pretty quiet for your commute or your drop-off for the kids at school. Things are not going to be all that intense. We may see a little bit of patchy fog due to the high humidity and dew point. Current conditions, sunshine, and it's 82 right now with a pretty high dew point in the low 70s. Well, next week, cool down. Been talking about this for the last few days, and now the models are still continuing on with this trend, although a little delayed now. We were thinking maybe Wednesday morning. Now it appears Thursday morning will be the coldest as we take a look at that. Here's Wednesday morning at 10:30 in the upper 50s, still cool, below average. And then on Thursday morning, we're talking upper 40s in places like Sarasota and Orlando and even into near Melbourne. Now, as far as the futurecast goes, some snow could be as far south as Georgia with this same system too on into Tuesday and Wednesday. There it is right there. So a little bit of snow possibly over North Georgia at this point, although that's pulled back a little bit further off to the north. Southeast winds turn to the northwest. Not much out there either. 5 to 10 knots. Seas will be running less than 2 feet, mostly smooth on the bays and inland waters. The extended forecast then calling for warm weather Thursday, Friday. Saturday, we start to get a chance for a shower or two with that front. It cools us down into the low 80s, and then we see that stronger front come through on Tuesday now, and pretty chilly weather for Wednesday. Scott?
All right, Bob, thank you. Let's check first alert traffic right now. We're seeing a crash on US 41 in Bradenton. This is at 63rd Avenue. This is near Bayshore Gardens Parkway. And it is causing some backups, as you can see, for quite a ways on 41 as you head to the north. But after you get past it, it does clear up. Taylor?
Thanks, Scott. And health news tonight, is your backpack breaking your back? ABC's Stephanie Ramos tells us about the impact backpacks can have on your spine.
A recent computer simulation done by the doctors at the New York Spine Surgery and Rehabilitation Center looked at the actual force that a backpack puts on the spine. They found that every 1 pound in a backpack equals 7 pounds of force on a straight spine. For someone who's slumped forward, each pound is equal to almost 12 pounds of force on the spine. So your teenager who's carrying a 5-pound backpack is actually carrying about 35 pounds on their back. To avoid the wear and tear on your joints and muscles, here are some easy things to do instead. Pack only what you need. Use ebooks. Wear both straps of the backpack. Proper posture is key. Ears above your shoulders, shoulders back. And remember that 1 book equals 7 books on your spine. With this Medical Minute, I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
New research finds diet may have a greater impact on the mood and mental wellness of women than men. Researchers from Binghamton University found that while men are more likely to experience mental well-being on less healthy diets, women are more likely to require a well-balanced diet and healthy lifestyle in order to maintain mental well-being. Female participants seem to function best only in the healthiest diet and lifestyle pattern, and they were quicker to experience mental distress when veering away from that pattern. Coming up, a man is attacked after jumping into a pit at an alligator farm. How he ended up behind bars, and a shocking find by workers in Missouri while cleaning out a home. Stay with us.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
Blue 32, Blue 32, hot, hot. It's the Gettle Gridiron Challenge. The game's on to sell 2,000 vehicles. 12 teams compete for the #1 spot. Score a great deal at every Gettle dealership. Buy with 0 down. Make no payments for 90 days. Choose from 14 of your favorite brands, all on sale. Who will make it to the end zone? You decide. Rush to a Gettle location near you or visit Gettle.com. Gettle's got it.
Rugs as Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. Watch ABC 7 wherever you are, on our live stream, on mysuncoast.com, on the ABC 7 My Suncoast app, powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life, featuring traffic maps and live radar, dining with recipes, and My Suncoast Restaurant Guide. Visit mysuncoast.com. Click on the Apps tab to download the ABC 7 My Suncoast app for Apple and Android.
Investigate TV tackles the tough topics.
What happened to my life was awful.
When your health is compromised, we investigate.
They are really drug dealers in white coats.
Corporate greed exposed.
How do you trust them to run this program?
The powerful held accountable with in-depth journalism led by award-winning journalist Lee Zurich. We're your watchdog. Search Investigate TV on your Roku device. Download it now.
So I kind of grew up all across the country. I come from 5 generations of military men. My dad is still active duty. My grandpa is retired Marines. I like going for runs with my dog. I love, taking her out to the dog beach over in Venice. There are so many things here to do on the Suncoast. My goal every day when I come into work at ABC 7 is to tell your stories, give you that major local news and those details that you really care about. I'm Jacqueline Matter, and I'm here for you.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
A St. Augustine man took a dangerous dive yesterday. He was captured on surveillance video jumping into a pond that was filled with crocodiles. Ryan Nelson shows us what happened next.
And it all happened here at the St. Augustine Alligator Farm.
Surveillance cameras were rolling, and they actually captured the moment where he was attacked by a crocodile. Visitors at the St. Augustine Alligator Farm are trying to understand how and why this man, caught on camera, put himself between a croc and a hard place. He was in the enclosure for hours, and you can see him jumping into the water.
Crazy, absolutely crazy. How could somebody be so stupid?
When staffers showed up to the park this morning, they found a pair of shorts and Crocs, the kind you wear on your feet. They assumed it was part of a prank until they spotted blood and called police. I went through hours of video with park security, piecing together what happened over the time the man spent in the Nile crocodile exhibit. You can see the moment he was attacked by one of the 12-foot alligators. You can see the animal thrashing about, biting his foot. Later, you can see the man writhing in pain and trying to make a daring escape by straddling a fence. Jeff Black found Hatfield this morning wandering around his home.
As soon as we encountered the guy, we knew something strange was going on.
Black gave Action News Jax this exclusive video of Hatfield limping to an ambulance once police showed up. He says neighbors assumed the man was on drugs or alcohol.
I think his thing was he kept saying, I was held hostage in a place that had a pool with gators.
He's being treated at Flagler Hospital and will be transported to the St. Johns County Jail when he is medically cleared. It's also important to mention that tonight, none of those crocodiles are injured as a result of this incident. Reporting in St. Johns County, Ryan Nelson, Action News Jax.
A shocking find at a home in Kansas City today. Workers cleaning out a home that had been recently vacated found a 6-foot gator living inside. The gator wasn't the only animal left behind. Officials say a boa constrictor and a rabbit were also found. Officials say the recent tenants had been evicted. Well, still to come on your Suncoast News, the Sarasota County School Board makes a decision regarding its new gender guidelines.
And we'll take a look at the barriers broken this election season with historic candidates changing the face of Congress and state houses across the country.
You like to pay less. That's why you made Honda Accord the best-selling midsize car in America. Get the redesigned Accord, the North American Car of the Year, or Civic, a KBP.com Best Buy for less than the competition. Like SUVs and trucks? Get Motor Trend's SUV of the Year, CRV, the 8-passenger Pilot, or Ridgeline truck for up to $4,240 less. Today at your local Honda dealer.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here.
Why, you don't like my hair? The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds.
No.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm going to show you a special dish that is sure to please that special someone in your life.
Watch the Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.